Yo, this is a client interview with one of my clients, James, and his last name is so Italian, I can't even pronounce it. But he just graduated college a couple weeks ago, and we got him a great tech sales role. So tune in, especially if you're a college grad and you're really unsure of like where you want to take your career. Maybe you just took the first job that came your way. You can get into tech sales. And James is going to talk a little bit about what that process was like. James, congratulations, man. Landed a freaking great role right out of college. When did you graduate?
I graduated May 17th, so literally, I
It's
think, yeah, so literally a month ago.
1 month ago, and
Yeah.
you're already in a great tech sales role with an awesome company. Um, kind of curious to hear like last few weeks have probably been a whirlwind between graduation, finding a job, and then landing a job. How are you feeling?
Definitely excited because for a little bit period of time, right when I got out of school, I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't have a job now, but just working with you is just it's been great. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind up and down,
Mhm.
doubting at times, but at the end, God was able to provide. So.
He always does, man. He always does. Okay, well, give us some background, like life before Sword. So you were in college. Was tech sales always the thing you know you wanted to do? And had you tried on your own, or was this all brand new for you?
So I've known like kind of like in the back of my mind, it's always been like, oh yeah, sales. Like my dad's in sales, my grandfather's in sales, and I came across you on Instagram and back in like January. Yeah, I want to say like January, December. And I remember I signed up for the thing and it was like, oh, like hit me back up once you're like closer to graduation. So and then I tried to do some other like I applied to some other like management jobs. That's what my major is, business management. I was like, I don't even want to do this. Like, I just sales is that thing in sales is always in the back of my mind. So you popped up again. It was around March. That's when I signed up with you, and I was just like I feel like this is my calling. Like, I really want to do this. So that's what led to me going back to you, and definitely
Nice, man.
not disappointed by that.
And did you know anyone in tech sales already, or are you kind of the first one in your circle?
I'm the first, definitely the first one. Like I know
Wow.
like some of my friends like aunts and uncles they're in tech sales, but like not anyone who I'm like cool with like on that level.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So what for you, like what seemed better about tech sales than maybe some of the other sales paths out there?
Yeah, so I will say one of my buddies he was doing door to door down south in South Carolina, and he was saying like, oh yeah, like team's really good, but some days like it wasn't. It was straight commission based. So I think the big thing with tech sales is that base salary plus the commission. Then obviously that's what I want. I want to be in a performance based role. Like I think that's what's most important to me, not some like random 9 to 5 where I'm going in busting my tail off, and then Joe Schmo's going in barely doing anything, and we're making the same. Like that doesn't really make sense to me. So. That's why I think that's the reason tech sales is so attractive to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so real. That brought up a memory for me. My internship in college of senior year or junior year, I don't remember,
Mhm.
was working for a benefits broker for like an insurance organization. And we would go into the cubicles, like classic rat race cubicles, and we would literally be in spreadsheets all day. And here I am freaking grinding, bro. Cause
Mhm.
like I'm like you, man. It's in me. I'm just gonna outwork people.
Yep.
And I've got 4 other people that had jobs there. They weren't even interns. And they were literally just in the freaking lunch office, just goofing off for 2 hours, 3 hours a day. I'm like, why are they making more money than I am? This is messed
That's
up.
crazy.
And then I got put on to sales and I was like, oh, so I can actually get rewarded for effort. That's different. I thought corporate was just, here's your 50 grand, I'll see you next week type thing. So it sounds like you relate a little bit.
Yep, for sure.
What did you think the biggest obstacle was going to be for you getting into tech sales? And how do you think we actually handled that?
I'd say honestly for me, like the interview process, like no one really ever like taught me what to do in interviews. Like kind of just went in there and was just winging it, honestly. And I'd say like the way you like just help me prepare for that, like with the slide decks, the scripts, what to say, like how to say it in a professional tone, like really helped me. And like I was able to like compel my story in a way that was like attractive to the managers and really made me stuck out, which it was always there, but I just didn't know how to like articulate it for myself. So I'd say like that was a really big help on your part for sure.
Mm. Did you ever use your college's like interview resources? Because I know sometimes they have like programs you can go do practice interviews, stuff like that.
I did like I want to say maybe one time.
Yeah,
I didn't really
same.
take advantage of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had my resume reviewed once, and then I did like one practice interview, like once.
Yeah, I
I,
think that's really what I did too.
it just blows my mind, man, that like we spend, I don't know, my college was around 50 grand total, and I
Yeah.
know people spend way more than that on
Yeah.
college, and we practice interviews one time. It's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. So for you, you felt like maybe the interview prep was going to be the biggest part. Were you nervous at all to do the outreach, like do the job to get the job?
I'd say at first definitely it was definitely kind of like, oh, like is he gonna pick up the phone? Like, what do I say? Blah blah blah. Like, but
Mhm.
like once I got like once people started picking up and I started getting consistent with it, then it was kind of like, oh, this is nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always nerve-wracking the very first time you do anything, right? But then you start doing it and it's like, okay, I got this. I guess I'm curious why Sword? Because there are other, hey, pay 500 bucks, you'll join this tech sales boot camp. Like there are other things out there for you. Why did you land on Sword?
Well, you are, to be honest, you guys were the only program I did look at. Like that just you kept coming up across my page, and I feel like for me it was more of like a. I really liked how you rely on like we have the same like values and faith. I feel like that was a big reason for me, like why I went with Sword. Honestly, it's
Mm.
like the biggest reason. And just before I actually signed up, I was like DMing people who were some of your customers like, oh, like is this guy legit, like whatnot, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm happy I went with it. It's definitely the right decision.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. I do a very intentional job, just like we're recording right now.
Hmm.
Every single client I work with, I want them to get on camera and talk. And then I also make their info very public on LinkedIn so that anyone can go message any of my clients whenever they want without my permission. I don't care. And
Yep.
go ask them what Sword is like. Um, I feel like we do a good job here. So
Yeah.
I'm okay sharing that. What do you tell the guy on the fence? Because we do get a lot of people just like they're on calls like we were at one point. It's a big investment. It's a big time commitment. And there's always uncertainty of like, can I actually do this? Will this work? What do you tell the guy on the fence?
That's a good question. I'd say someone on the fence is just what do you really want in your life? Like you I remember the biggest thing in the beginning was when I started with you is like what is your why? Like what is your why? Like if you really want this, if you really want more for yourself, I'd say go for it. Like especially if you want to be in a performance based atmosphere. Like I haven't even started yet, obviously, but like I'm excited. I want to just keep growing. Just like I feel like you really kind of instill that. I mean, like a lot of the values I've learned throughout it, like it's always been in there, but like you really ignited that. So I'd say like just go for it. Jack's a great dude. Like you're not making a mistake going with Sword.
Thank you, man. I'm honored. And I paid you $0 to say that, correct?
Correct.
uh, give people an idea of what it's like to actually work with me. Cause I think a lot of times when we see these like online courses and coaches, it's like, oh, it's just video programming the whole time. And I'm not going to be able to talk to you and all of that. So, like, can you give people maybe a back door of what it actually looks like?
Yeah, so that was actually kind of my worry at first. Who was like, am I even gonna get to like talk to this dude? But like, it's like really laid out in Slack. Like you can literally just hit up Jack with whatever questions you have. Like, and he'll answer you within like usually like right then or like within like 30 minutes. So it's basically like you're texting a friend. So which is really cool to me. Like you and I feel like the biggest aspect that I really enjoyed out of it is like I could talk to you about like personal things too, not just like work related things. Like you're really like that life coach that like that's what you're paying for. Like you really get the most out of the service. So I really thought that was beneficial. And honestly, just like I could talk to you like you're a like you're one of my boys. Like that's what I really found cool out of it. So
Yeah, man, it's fun. You start as a client, but you become a brother. Like that's how it is with every one of my clients. Even the girls I've worked with, it's like they're
mm,
my sisters. You know, like it does feel that way for sure. Outside of you landing this awesome job with a great company, what are you most proud of accomplishing over the sword process?
I'd say just like a big thing in my past is kind of just like I would start things and just never complete them.
Mm.
And I'd say just like this, just like going through what I said I was gonna do, actually completing it, and then ultimately landing that job. It does feel good, but I know there's more work to be done, and I'm excited
Yeah, man,
ahead for sure.
you're a finisher, bro. You did it. You did it, man. You did a great job
Yes,
too.
sir.
Last question would be, what advice do you give people who are still trying to get a job in tech sales? Maybe they aren't aware of coaching, they don't know about coaching, or they're just not ready to get coaching. What advice would you give them that would actually help them?
Yeah, it's like the biggest thing was just the cold calling the managers, the outreach, like that. Like that's how you really like separate yourself from the rest of the pack. Like, so like I would have never known to do that if it wasn't for you. I literally would have never known to do that. And I'd say I think that's literally how I landed every single interview was cold calling the manager. Like, I don't think I'd ever just like apply to somewhere and was like, oh yeah, like we'll interview you now. It was nope. Get in the phone, cold call 'em. Hey, I want to get in your calendar for an interview. Like, that's the only way I think I got interviews. So I'd say that's definitely the biggest thing.
Come on, man. That's why we say do the job to get the job right
Exactly.
there. Amazing. Well, James, dude, I'm so proud of you, man. This is entry level, right? This is your
Yep.
very first stepping stone into the industry. But I'm staying connected with you because I think in 5 years you're going to be a VP of sales at a company somewhere. I really do. You're so bright. Your future is so big, and yeah, man, you've got the grind that's needed. So you're going to crush this thing.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for watching, y'all. If you need help getting into tech sales, I have a completely free community that has a step-by-step guide in it showing you what you need to do the job to get the job. That link will be below. Also below will be a link to meet with my team if you're interested in one-on-one coaching. Client average right now to get people jobs is 38 days. That's no college needed. That's no prior experience needed. It's just your hard work and your commitment. So if you think we can help you out, my team's happy to meet with you to figure out if you'll be able to work with me one-on-one. And yeah, we'll go from there. So we're here to help either way. Thanks for watching.